Hello, Virgo, Millennial Virgos.
Good afternoon.
How's things going for you? Hopefully well, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, we're going to launch back into this today, and we're hoping to be able to finish out these millennial reads as soon as possible for you guys. All right, so Virgo, let's see what your 5 is.
Oh.
That would be you, dear.
Sorry.
It's all right. Are
catch
you
up.
on? Are you connected? Or
I'm catching up.
catching up, huh?
There you go.
Hey, maybe the Virgo out there is like, if it comes, it comes. When it comes, it comes. All right, we've got a Virgo who is in the 5 of Pentacles. Somebody messing, that's in the upright. He pulled it in the upright, so somebody messing with the money, honey. Do you feel left out in the cold for some particular reason? All right, what's our 5 here? Bear with us, Virgo.
Blessings on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did that too earlier, but it's better that it comes from you since you're pulling it. Alrighty.
And we
Goodness. Alright. Oh, but you've got the star card in the upright. Whoever this is hoping for healing, cleansing, renewal, guidance, and blessing. I always read the star card as one of the hardest things to go after. Harder than the sun. The sun you can just step out into. The star is something you have to reach for and work for. So maybe right now we've got a Virgo who feels like, or a Virgo collective that feel like they are working for things, trying to manifest some things possibly, but that, oh, look at that. The light went. Yeah, sounds like we got some Virgos that are trying to manifest some things, some dreams, things like that. But they're not quite reaching it just yet. All right, let's find out a little bit more why. Millennial Virgos. I'm trying to knock a little less loud. Let's see here. Ooh, we've got a High Priestess who's putting a 5 of Swords in something. All right. High Priestess who's, actually, pardon me, High Priestess that's in their head. So air energy. That's air energy. But it's somebody that's very intuitive. Trying to figure out. Okay. But we've also got the 8 of, oh goodness. Okay, this is a High Priestess that has just gone through a heartbreak. They've got the 8 of Wands, and then they've also, following behind that, they've also got the 3 of Swords. Anything else from here, Spirit? So we've got a High Priestess that is recovering. This is it. This is definitely a millennial we're talking to. Okay, so you're recovering your pentacles and your magic. All right. Spirit says that's it on this. Start getting some clarification. It's interesting because their flow line is starting to be where I think the millennials like to have their stories told, like their whole story. They like the clarification piece. So like they keep presenting, but they're matter of fact about what they share. This is so interesting. All right, I don't need to clarify the High Priestess. I know you're an intuitive. I don't need to clarify the 5 of Swords. I know you're inside of your head and about this, okay? What I want to clarify is what you're going after next here, Virgo. Okay, I want to see what new things you may be going after. And I'm going to pull these two together, the Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. They often go together. And since I'm seeing the star here in the upright and the 5 of Pentacles behind, somebody got put out of a situation, but they're reaching for a new star. And I want to see if your star will show me what it is specifically you're reaching for under these two. All right? This is so, I mean, you know what? The millennials like their stories. You like your storylines. All right, what you don't see, and this came in the upright, is that you are the King of Swords. All right, so when we say King of Swords, I mean, we also have the High Priestess here, okay? So we know that tarot does not dictate whether you're a female or a male. It's talking about the energy you're in, okay? So this is the King of Swords. The other thing that came out is the Nine of Swords. The King of Swords is a wounded warrior, okay? And they're leaving some things behind, all right? I kind of got that from the other cards, Virgo. Kind of already understood that from the others. What I want to see is what, you know what? I'm just going to ask, what is your star? Okay? I'm not going to go around for, I'm not, we're Gen X. We don't do a lot of beat around the bush. We understand hide and go seek and how to play it well. We've been playing it well for many, many, many years. I'm just going to ask, what is this Virgo's star? Okay? Change my questions. What I want to do. I can see what happened here. And that was fairly obvious on your first down line. All right. Okay. You're still trying to be sneaky. So you've stuck a 10 of Swords in an old. That's what's your cross line. Your new star is the Lovers. Well, why didn't you just say so, Virgo? Your new star is the Lovers. Okay, you want a new soulmate. They want a new soulmate, babe. Okay, but you like the storytelling piece, huh? Spirit says, that's cool. You're going to get that 10 of Cups and go ahead, move forward, the Chariot. That's your star, right there. That's all you had to say, Virgo. But I guess you just wanted us to know the story. Wanted us to hear the story, babe. Okay. Well, we know the story. We know that you are going for the Chariot. I'm going to get kipperish to see if that's going to happen for you. I am sorry. I know I'm being my Gen X self here, Virgo, mysterious the Virgo person, but we understand the storyline. We're reading the storyline. You told us the first time, and you're just trying to double up to make sure, I guess, we understood. So we've received that messaging. We understand you've stuck a 10 of Swords in the old, and you want a new soulmate. You're trying to manifest. You are actively trying to manifest a new lover, a new 10 of Cups. And Spirit is saying you're making movement with the Chariot. I don't see a problem with that so far. Let's find out. Let's find out if there's anything else in the kipperish. Give this Virgo what they want. Even though you were trying to be less obvi with us, like tell the whole story, you got some legal things you got to handle. And it makes sense if you are exiting an old and bringing in the new, you're going to handle some legal stuff, baby. That's not for them. I'm told no. Let's see if there's anything else on the other side. Yep. Okay. You also have some opposition. Well, that would make sense because you got some legal shit to handle. Anytime you exit an old and bring in a new, you're going to have people saying, why are you doing this, Virgo? You want that new commitment, and you're exiting an old commitment. You want to exit an old commitment and bring in a new commitment. But guess what? You're going to have to handle these two cards. Spirit is saying you're going to have to handle these two cards, Virgo. Okay? Okay. What are you thinking of this?
I'm kind of stuck in a void right now with that.
They want a twin flame, babe.
Okay.
They want to manifest. You know what? Look at this.
Commitment.
Yes, look at this. They're moving forward on somebody that they recognize is their twin flame. That is one of the You know, I think people out there think that twin flame energy is like the best energy or whatever.
It's hard.
It's a hard energy to actually, you have to do the fives in order to manifest correctly with a twin flame. But they recognize this. They recognize their twin flame and are moving forward with the chariot. They recognize that whoever it is that is new for them is in fact this for them. And as Stace said, when you pull for this, that's one of those, make sure you understand what you're asking the universe for, okay? Because twin flames will show you the worst parts of yourself so that you may heal. Yep, it's true. We if we have to hold up a mirror one to the other, guess what happens? It's not always the most pleasant thing to have to look at. Oh man, to have to know and literally really deal with your mistakes. So I think a lot of folk out there think that it's only romantic all the time. It's all romantic. That's a huge part. Huge part. I obviously love my doo-doo, and I know my doo-doo loves the shit out of me too.
With a twin flame, we've burned each other crispy, to the ash.
Yeah.
But in the ash, we always regrow real quick.
Yes.
Real quick.
Yes.
Like, so when we're throwing, bombs and we come at each other for real, like in real time. But after the aftermath of it, we get out of the ash, we apologize, and then we go back to loving each other very strongly. And it's super tough to be a twin flame.
Yeah.
And
you fix the shit that you
fix it
pull
quickly.
that you fix the shit. It's not just the apology anymore.
Yes.
And I think that's, baby, I love that you are talking about this, because I think that's something that people need to understand when they're manifesting and pulling for the twin flame is the commitment piece is strong.
Yeah.
It's so strong, but you are either ready for it or you're not. And so it sounds like this millennial feels very strongly, and Spirit is even saying that they can go for it. They are moving the chariot. It takes a shit ton of energy to move the chariot. So we get that. Yeah. Da, 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 da. But it is full-on work. For you guys, you're feeling, oh, 10 of Cups. Yes, it is. It's so happy and joyful when you do that work. And I always say this, like, Stace and I look at who we were when we were younger, and just thinking, oh, I just love this person, and then not knowing or having the skill sets or the ability to be able to burn it to the ground in order to lift it up new. We have it now, but it took us a very, very, very long time to get there. And so I feel like since we're doing a millennial reading, we've got a millennial that knows their heart, that knows their mind. We're literally being asked once more to just explain to you as you're moving that chariot forward that Spirit will always support that for you, help you. The universe will help you, but it often comes in the form of this. Two people that are doing similar energies that understand it and understand the hard pieces of it too. So I really, truly am appreciative of the hard pieces. I don't know about you, do
Yes,
you?
I do. I mean, it's like you take the good, bad, and the ugly with it, and it does get ugly.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we come together, we forgive each other, we love each other, and we move on.
And we do this.
And we change.
Yes,
more.
this flew
it's
out.
like you level up.
You're leveling up. And I will say, as you can see, I love sitting with Stace for these readings and having him in, because I know as his twin flame, well, what does that look like? What are his abilities? And his are getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And I think as you guys view, if you look back at some of the videos, literally when he goes offline, he is still ascending. The female twin flames typically come on before the males. The males are who follow, and that's why there's that ash. But you can literally feel as we're ascending, that eventually there's just going to come a time that we already know each other's 100% thoughts. I feel like we're so close to it anyway. And you're like, okay, you know. And I wouldn't have guessed somebody like Stace as my twin flame. And in fact, I didn't even use the word twin flame when I was manifesting for him. I was like, you know, Spirit, please, when I was ready again and I had done the healing and the processing from my ex, I asked for someone that would understand my journey, my path, somebody that was my equivalent, but maybe in ways that could show me what I needed still to grow. So, and that's not something that I think you'll find many people in my generation knew how to do when we were younger and in relationships. It's something that we are just now bringing online, which is how we know the males in our collective are coming back online for us. So I think this is really cool. And I'm just being literally told to tell you and talk to you, well, what does that look like? Because somebody is actively manifesting for this under the Virgo. Anything else in the Kipperish? Sorry for that long-winded talk, but Spirit is telling us to tell you what it's really and truly like to be a twin flame. It is hard work, and you're either ready for it. If you manifest it, you got to be ready for the hard pieces too.
Just kind of burn it down and build it back up.
Yeah.
Like we burn sage and burn bridges, but we're rebuilding bridges. So
yeah, we do it all the time when, oh God, full moon energy is like,
oh yeah,
something about that full moon. His bear claw will come out. My raven talons will be like, whoosh, I'm ready.
And then there's people that, you know, have that wolf in them, that person wolf in them, and that moon. It's true, man. Mm-hmm. People get crazy around the moon.
They do.
And but
that's the hardest time for us too.
Rebuilding's the best.
Yep. So it requires change, and it requires change on both parts. And when you find that missing part of your soul, like for us, we know we're like mirrored twins. He can show me the things I still need. I can show him the things he still needs, and we burn it down first to bring it back up. And so it's a wonderful, wonderful relationship, I feel, you know, but also
but it
very
takes work.
Yeah. Be prepared to put in the work for this one, that you're manifesting this actively. Yes. Be prepared. Be prepared, Virgo. Yeah. Spirit is saying, there's the chariot, go for it. Mm-hmm. And then just be aware that from the old, you got some things to take care of in the old. So the best way to manifest with a twin flame is making sure that all of this has been covered, taken care of, that it's balanced and just. Anytime I see something with this, I already know they're talking to my Libra energy. He's got Moon Libra energy. It has to be balanced. It has to be just, okay? For even the one that you're leaving behind, you have to talk to them. You have to, you know, if you have kids, if you have things like that, you have to make sure.
Victory.
Yeah.
But
victory comes in the form of both people learning decency with one another, being respectful with one another.
This is cool because you got two V's. Mm-hmm. Two V's make W, so you won already.
Okay. This is interesting. So this Virgo, off top, I've just started with your sacred woundings because, man, I feel like we are really just chit-chatting about this. You have father wounds to heal. Will show up as feelings of inadequacy, fear of failure, or a constant need for validation and approval. It may manifest as struggles with self-confidence, difficulties with authority figures, or a deep inner conflict about your worth and ability to succeed. It can leave you measuring your success through others' approval instead of your own sense of capability. Baby, if you are bringing on a twin flame, that's going to be one of the very first things that twin flame is going to burn. It's going to help you burn to the ground and help you see yourself as you are meant to be seen. Okay, you're going to be very strong. You're going to be yeah. I feel like we are talking to a full-on phoenix, and it must be
Phoenix. Yeah.
There's a phoenix. Phoenix rising. Phoenix trying to rise out there in the Virgo world. I love that though. I fucking love that. They're saying nothing else. It's your big one is going to be aware of that father wounding. Your twin is going to help you burn it to the ground. And let me tell you something. You're going to come out feeling like, man, I just forgive whatever, whoever. That's part of the twin flame rising. It's why the men are coming second, because the women, we have burned our shit to the ground already if we're awake. So, and we know we are resetting. And for you women out there that are manifesting in the twin flame, bear in mind it looks different for our men as they're coming online. Okay, men tend to hold the ego walls much higher than women do, and so sometimes you'll feel like, why have I not just burnt that thing fully down? But it gets better and better and easier and easier and easier. And God, what did I say? I said to Stace like several. Oh, look at that, baby. confirmation. I said to Stace several weeks ago. Oh my God. Of every relationship I've ever been in, you are the first person to ever say, babe, how do I make a thing feel right or feel better for you? And he asks all the time. So I think that might be another thing that our males need to hear. I think that there's this misconception somewhere out there about men who are twin flames, or a lot of men in our society think that it somehow makes them less badass to be learning how to be soft with women. But I don't know, do you feel less badass? Or do you get more time with the things you love and more time to do things?
I think that, the badassery, I've grown into a different way of being a badass, but softer on the same side.
Yeah.
And it's not that macho, beat your chest, I'm king of the fucking jungle. Mm-hmm. You could be the king of fucking the concrete jungle and it doesn't even matter, It's about growth. Growing beyond yourself, letting your ego, crumbling your ego wall, taking a sledgehammer to your ego wall and say, hey, I'm doing this for you, and that's what I do for her on a daily, because I love her, you love somebody with not just all your heart, your every being that is here, here, and down here, and you give 100%, and there's, and there's no more, there's more proof to it, because as you grow as an individual, you become, what it means to be together as one.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, and like I said, I'm into heavy metal. I like the guy things. I like my steak, steak and potatoes, but I gotta,
But he's got a vegan that,
yes.
I'm also heavy metal. But
I love it.
He knows how to cook vegan for me, and he tries it for himself on occasion.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good stuff, actually.
Good. You are what you eat.
Yeah.
So you take care of yourself too, and you take care of the ones that you love. Mm-hmm. And when I cook for her, I do it for her. I want her to know that 20 years of cooking, learning how to saute, stir fry, everything I know, and I present it to her. Spirit.
I was like, Spirit's like, well, that's why you learn.
Yeah, and for all the years that I've been, that I was just doing that wandering, nomadic journey that I was doing and kind of just lost. And then when we found each other, it just everything clicked together and made sense. But and like I said, with the twin flames, as she says, it's growth and it's hard work. But me and her come from a very hard background, and we've done things the hard way, and I think that's where we grow together. And sure, you're going to grow together, but you're going to learn to take that hit and then, get back up. And that's from Rocky. So.
Yep. I'll say Spirit just wants to make sure, obviously, through us, whoever is manifesting this, you're welcome to do it. You've got the chariot. You've got the green light. Spirit understands that's the star. And remember, the star is one of the hardest fucking things to reach for. So whoever this is, I'm just going to say you have balls. Cheers, and you have balls. We know you have balls. We've been there. We are there. We are there.
Got boobs too, so.
Exactly. Boobs.
Balls are boobs.
Yeah. Man, I hope this is an older millennial that's like, oh, I'm not easy,
They're like,
this is kind of cool. So I did pull, while Stace was talking, for your awareness, we're pulling for every sign from these Illuminati cards, and this one has a very appropriate one. Starting wars. That's another big piece of twin flaming that we found, is that people who knew you way back when and knew what just how, I think you referred to it earlier, he was just kind of nomadic and flitting, and then I had just relationship upon relationship back in my 20s before I finally started saying, look, I know that there's something wrong here, let me go and see. And then, I got my CPTSD diagnosis and could start dealing with and unlayering and unpacking and unpeeling and, But people who know you, particularly the current that you're moving out, starting wars seems, even though we're going to talk about this on the large scale, starting wars is something that you have to expect. X is coming back and saying, but you know what, you were this and you were that. Congratulations, you knew me in 1990. was the word. And that's something you're going to find as part of, the twin flame journey. And if you're strong enough, you're going to be like, cool, I get it. We've collapsed timelines for a reason. That's just what happens. So starting wars, the drums of war are beating, but look deeper into who profits from the bloodshed. Wars are often started not for protection or liberation, but to serve hidden agendas, okay? So you be mindful. You, Virgo, be mindful, please, of, balance, okay? You're going to have to clear things up with the old, the correct way. Yep. Yeah, oh man, Spirit is going, yes. Thank you. Spirit, when Spirit agrees and lets us know that we're doing our messaging right, I know if you look at our old videos, you can see we have the light right there that'll let us know.
Quick.
Yes. Okay, so you're going to have to be mindful. Of course, there's opposition that's involved. I mean, divorcing, separating, situationships, things like that, that's hard. That's hard energy. Learning or understanding that at one point you were somebody's karmic so that they could grow and do something else. We are all at some point somebody's karmic, meant to help them grow in some way or the other. That's how you get to this, okay? So that you know what to do when you're about to burn it down and you're like, ooh, we need a phoenix, All right, baby, do you have anything you're feeling on that side for them?
Yes, I do, actually.
Okay.
I'm going to go with this one, because I've been staring at this one.
All right. Oh, you're getting some messaging from the universe. That makes sense because you guys are, I want to say the millennials and the Zeds and thereafter, you guys know, you came knowing that you are of the universe, where your energy comes from, where your source is. You've come to this planet knowing this about yourself. It's just which skill sets, which tools do you need to make that rise? Yeah, there it goes again. I love when we get a thing right and Spirit's like, bam, yes. Thank you, please and thank you, so that people know. What's what? I mean, I'm going to say congratulations to this person. Just be prepared to do the exit correctly and then know what's coming next, okay? All right. If your mindset is fixed, try to free yourself from that and rise above it. and I'll rise above it. You sure will. All right, don't place limitations on what you think you can achieve. Don't stand in your own way, okay? Allow yourself to flourish in all ways. This person wants to. You're calling forward a twin flame. Oh, you definitely want to flourish in every way. You want to know what you got to fix that makes you a little bit weaker, don't you? And rise above it. Welcome abundance in all forms of your life. And here, if you're asking for a twin flame journey, you are literally one that wants to manifest abundance in every single form. Love, money, career, you want it all. That's somebody that wants it all. Somebody asking for a twin flame journey wants it all.
I want it now. Queen.
Yes, yeah, queen. I want it all, I want it now. Well, make sure you're doing the exit from the former correctly, all right? Now I'm going to go ahead and roll some die here. We may have somebody that's 31, 37, 36, or pushing even towards their early 40s. This says to head home for the moment. Maybe you got some talking to do. I'm not sure. This is, you got some Leo in your chart. And that's the crazy Libra. This is the crazy. You may have some Libra, be connected to a Libra, maybe, you know, through your kids or on the downline somewhere there. Oh, also says to be doing meditation. Meditation tells me Spirit wants to work on every single last one of your chakras. That's what's going to help you be strong when you are with a twin flame. All right, Trinkies. I'm seeing set down, run on home, put down the work, leave the work at the work, run on home. All right, ooh, ooh, these are like, ooh, I've not seen these ones yet. Cardinal bird, you know you're taking your messaging from the red bird. The cardinal. Okay.
State of Virginia.
Oh,
That's
all right.
Bird.
That a bird?
That's state bird.
Okay.
Cardinal state bird.
I feel like, so this is a plant, but I think it almost is representative of the tree of life in this case. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm hearing is treat this as the tree of life. We know when we're going out and exiting from one and trying to bring in the next, what we typically do is we, unfortunately, will put the tree of life in the side. But we're always reminded that you still have to think about the roots, okay? So when things start going and moving in that new direction for you, you need to make sure that you're paying attention and helping that tree of life come back upside. That usually means your kids, your branches. Make sure that they're safe. Make sure that you're not putting down on the X, things like that, that you are working cooperatively and that you are making sure things are fair and balanced for both, for all, okay? All right, we've got the butterfly. I actually just saw a very beautiful white butterfly flitting. So that means you're coming out of an old cocoon and into the flying stage.
Springtime. Free ride.
Yeah, free ride right on into the twin flame.
Come on, take a free ride.
All right. I hope that this has been helpful. Do you hope it's... I think it has been. We hope it's been helpful.
Yeah. Yes.
So,
we're here to heal.
Yeah, and best of luck on your twin flame journey. It looks like that's a go. The chariot is there. Spirit says...
Jump on. Come on.
Come on for the free ride. All right. Love you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.